Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and descendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Scorpio, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they speak to you. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this week you got the Emperor for your key to the week card, which suggests if you have one, this week you could be interacting with your boss. There might be some interesting or challenging conversations that come up, you know, either which way. The other way that you could see this as well, very often the Emperor sees us needing to take control of a situation, and this week you might have to maybe you have to put someone in their place, maybe you have to pull rank, maybe you have to really lay down the law. That's another way that this could play out. And then finally, another way that your key to the week could infuse the week ahead, this could literally see you becoming an authority. So if you find that this week lots of people are coming to you for your opinion, for your understanding, for your input on something, then maybe that's the sign, you know, your input on something, maybe, just maybe, the reason being is because people are starting to see you as an authority. People are starting to see you as that person that is the go-to to get the information that is pertinent or the information that they need. For your actions and options this week, you have the King of Wands. An Aries person is very likely to feature for you in some way, shape or form this week. Your King of Wands, usually a fire sign male, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, coupled with the Emperor card. That's literally an Aries man. So this week an Aries man could feature for you in some way, shape or form. The actions and options, this is about you, right? This is about what you do, how you show up in the world, the decisions that you make. You've got the King of Wands. This is about you, like doing the whole this is me thing, right? This is who I am, stepping forward in a big way, revealing something about yourself, taking ascending to your throne of power or something of that nature. Like it literally could be that. Maybe this week you are saying, right, okay, you know what, I'm going to take command of a situation. I'm going to present myself in a different light, or maybe I'm just going to speak my truth and own my power. In a lot of ways, this sees you really coming out from behind the curtain. Another way that you could see the King of Wands, this is a vibrant, feisty, fiery, dynamic energy. And this week, I have to say, not that it's not usually, because Scorpios have a wickedly funny sense of humor, like especially if you know them well enough to joke how they like to joke with you, Scorpios will have you rolling around in hysterics. I know this because I know a fair few Scorpios, and when they know that I'm, you know, that I can handle the jokes, we have a lot of fun. But yeah, Scorpios can be wickedly funny, but you know, it's like that dry sort of dark sense of humor. And this week you could find that people are really responsive to that. Like you might even find as well that you drop a really inappropriate joke at a very inappropriate moment and actually people just roar over it and it really sort of diffuses the tension. So this could be a good week for that. For your communications and conversations, you have the Ace of Pentacles. It looks like money. It smells like money. I love this for you guys, right? So this week, some of the conversations that you are having, these are boss conversations, right? Whether you are working for somebody else, whether you're working for yourself, there is a sense here that a lot of what is being said is very focused on the work, the profession, the career, what the longevity of what you're doing is, and what the long-term outcomes and goals are going to be when it comes to the finances. For those of you that do work for somebody else, this is a great week to have the conversation about a salary jump. It's also a really good week for you to look into other places to work if you're in that space. And for those of you that are having interviews this week, you show up really clearly, you show up really powerfully. And what I love most about this for you is it kind of feels like a fresh start. The fresh start that you actually needed is here. For those of you that work for yourselves, business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, This is, again, right, so the conversations that you're having this week, some of the moves that you're making this week are boss moves. There is money to be made here. The Ace of Pentacles is a great card for finance, but it usually says that whatever moves you're making now have the potential to be big things. It's not just going to sprout instantly, right? But this week there are big conversations to be had, especially about your long-term goals over the next 12 months, over the next year. For those of you that are retired or no longer working, one of the ways that this can show up for you is literally you could be talking about how to increase your finances over the course of your retirement, maybe how to get the most out of your savings. Like, this is a good week actually to have conversations with a financial expert of some sort, for all of you actually, in some way, shape or form. You might be surprised at the information that comes back from that. For your money and materials, you got the Sun card. I mean, I said money was good this week. I didn't realize it was that good. You could be having a conversation with a Leo person this week as well, or somebody that has an emphasis of Leonine energy. And I will say this to you. This could be a conversation that ends up bringing a good chunk of money in. So, be open to your Leos and your Aries people, because there could be money to be made this week. When it comes to your finances, I mean, look, you've got the Sun card. You are in a good space financially now, and that is only going to continue to grow. Your money is all but assured. You'd have to work really hard to mess this up. All right, so you're in a good space. Stay there. For your physical health and vitality, the Sun card, I mean, this is infusing everything else that it touches, right? So this week you are shining, this week you are golden. Like, you literally just have that, you've got that thing that everyone talks about. It's glowing from within you. This is fantastic. For a select few of you, Sun card with the Ace of Pentacles, that can be birth or pregnancy. All of the aces with the Sun card can be birth or pregnancy. So I would, yeah, you know what I'm going to say. For those of you, and then for your home and environment sector, this looks wonderful. I would, this week, if you're already considering getting a valuation of your home, I would do it this week, because the chances are maybe you just hit that sweet spot and the valuation that you get is exactly what you want or what you need for your future. It's really a perfect week to do this kind of thing. So be alert, look lively, get to it. For your love and relations, you have the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, Scorpio, you come up trumps this week. Nobody has a week like this so far. I mean, for those of you that are single, this could definitely be a week where someone in your work sphere could profess feelings for you. This could be a week where you and somebody that you work with, for some of you, possibly for somebody that you work for, there could definitely be an attraction this week. It does kind of feel though like, if that is the case, it's going to be admitted to you in a place where you're not at work. So it kind of suggests that you are almost interacting outside of work in some way. If it's not that, if you are meeting somebody this week, it's very likely to be somebody that you hold in high regard. Maybe somebody that's already done very well for themselves as well. Somebody that kind of sees you as an equal. And because it's the Wheel of Fortune, this is going to come about in a very synchronistic way. So pay attention to the synchronicities this week. For those of you that are married, partnership, relationship, well, look, I mean, there's a lot here that you could be really, really happy about. But more importantly, this is not only good news coming to you, it's an opportunity for you both to get ahead in some way, shape or form that may very well come up. Almost like like it just flows and you think to yourself, okay, there's been too many weird coincidences not to follow this path now. I think this is very much the, like the trail of breadcrumbs. It's that, but rather than leading to like some weird witch's cabin in the woods made of candy, it leads to like a pot of gold. This is just some really good news coming in for you and your partnership, but it's going to see you taking a direction that could really change your lives. Pay attention to what comes up this week, because I mean, I have to say there are basically no drawbacks with this week. You have, like, you've got the cosmic green light for whatever it is that you're hoping to do. All right, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.